My name is Abon Joseph, and I'm going to be walking you through an welcome email onboarding automation that I just built. So, how I was able to set all this up. So, first thing first, I was able to create a welcome customer onboarding form using Tally. So, the inputs that are required is the name, email address, the budget, and the service that is being requested. So back to my automation, I was able to set, first of all, a webhook. I was able to set a webhook. Now, this webhook is basically like an API that listens for events. It listens for events that happens on this form. So if there's anyone that fills out this form and submits, the webhook picks that information in form of JavaScript notation like JSON file, so and passes it into this automation. So it picks it up using that API and passes it onto the next node. So how I was able to set that up on Tally was while creating the form, I was able to go to this particular section here on Tally and add, as you can see here, this is the webhook that was provided from the n8n webhook automation node here. So while adding this, save changes. So once I'm able to pass my name, okay, let me not just use this one, let me use Joseph John, pass an email. Let's say the budget is 6,000, and let's choose development and submit. So if you go back to my editing, you see that there was just an execution that happened. So it means that it was able to pick that. It was able to pick that up. So the next thing I was able to do was to get the information that I needed from that JSON file that was provided, because there were a lot of data that was gotten, but I just wanted some particular field sets. So I was able to get the name, the email, the budget, the choice. Yeah, I was able to get this choice by, as you can see here, multiple choices. So it gave me an ID. So I was able to write JavaScript. I was able to write a JavaScript code that selects the ID that was chosen. So each multiple choices have a specified ID. So when I get the value that was chosen, it has an ID. So I just match that ID to the ones that are among the options. So that is what I did here with this JavaScript expression. So the next node after set info is check budget. So what this does is that it checks the budget of the submission and sees if it's greater than or equals to 5,000, then it moves on to the next node. But if it's not, then it cancels and says false, so it doesn't go through. So the next thing after it passes the check budget, then it adds it to database. As you can see here, it's added to the database. Then after it's been added to the database, then we now get a welcome email. So I was able to set the email that it's meant to send to. So every email that was submitted through the form, so dynamically it just sends it to that specific email that was submitted. So welcome to Superchargers with the subject, and I was able to use an HTML template to design the welcome email page, just make it appealing. So if I go to my email, I'll be able to see that, hi Joseph John, you're excited to have you here, basically. So the person can get started from here. So as we basically, this button can also like be automated to have its own function. So yeah, so lastly, I was able to set an error trigger that sends a message to my email when this when this automation fails. So this automation is currently published, and if there was, if I should run this, if I should run this, it will basically just send an email to me that, oh, my automation has an issue. Let's see if we can set something low and test this to see if that's going to work. You can see I get a message that the workflow has an issue. So I'm able to come back and fix that up. Yeah. So yeah, this is a simple automation that I built that helps businesses um, send their customers welcome emails, and the next step, thereby eliminating the factor where you have to manually message these customers. Yeah. Yes. And everything is back to